Hello, I am Austin Butcher, and I am the founder of Technical Theater Products and the designer of the Modular Theater Flat System. And today I will be talking about the door flat and how to assemble it. When you receive your flats, they will all be in custom boxes like this one. They are all designed to fit the flat size perfectly. So you will open each end, they will be taped up. Just fold it down and then open the sides. And there's a removable piece of 4x8 cardboard to protect the face. You want to lift from the top and lean it towards the bottom, just like this. And then we will lift it off the cardboard. Take the wheel kit, put it on each side. You'll want to make sure all the wheels are flush to the ground. Align it with the bolt holes on the wheel kit. Here are 2 bolts for you, Russell. You're going to put those 2 bolts in from the outside, and then you'll put the 2 nuts on the inside. Hand tighten them first, and then lock them down with an impact driver, 2 C-wrenches. You always want to start by hand though. Put the C-wrench on the inside, lock it onto the nut, tighten it down. Now it's locked on and it's stable. Every face will come locked on to the flat frame, and they are bolted down right here and over there. And we'll grab the ladder and show how you undo those bolts. Spacers are removable, so you're gonna grab impact driver or 2 C-wrenches and undo this bolt. Then the flat face can be lifted off. One person on each side is the easiest way to do this. You'll lift it up and pop it off, and that's it. And then how you put it back on is you lift it up. You might need a 3rd person for this. So we'll have Brianna come around and push on top while me and Russell pull in on the bottom and slide it into the slots. Yeah. Push on that side. There we go. And you want to make sure every single one of these clamps is locked onto the frame all the way around. And then you want to slide it, make sure it's flush on both sides. And then you can bring the ladder back on and do the reverse of what you just did. Put a spacer in, drop the bolt in from the top, nut will go on the bottom. Hand tightening it. Before you fly the flats or move them or do anything, always make sure they are locked down. That way they do not come off if they're tipped on the side or flown or anything. The flat face should not come off ever. The next thing you can do with the door flat is take the door frame off that the door is bolted to. So when the door flats arrive, they will not have hardware on them because they won't fit in the box that way. So they will come in a separate box, and you can put any standard door handle you want on there. But how you remove the door frame and the door from the flat is you undo these 6 bolts. They're the same size bolt that you use for everything else, and you just drive them out.
That's for replacing the door? If you go use your own door?
Yep. And you can buy a stockpile of these door frames and put in your shop, and then have doors that you can easily swap out during a show or for different rehearsals. because you don't have to adjust the hinges or anything of that sort. You're just undo those 6 bolts, slide it out. And then you have these spacers right here. They're solid aluminum, so you want to hand tighten them whenever you put it back on. These notches right here for the hinges and the door stops. That way you can put in whatever door you want, swing in or out, and you're good to go. And that's all adjustable on the frames. So how you put it back in, same way. Just line it up. There we go. And then you'll take your bolts and thread them by hand. Once they're done by hand, you can then impact them in gently. So this is going to be how to install the eye bolts for the tops of the door flats. They will come with the eye bolts. You're going to just do one at a time. They go through the top. The top is easily seen because of all the reinforcement, so it is strong enough to fly. And then the very top where the eye bolts go through, there's reinforced plates of aluminum. So you drop the eye bolt through and you can turn it whatever way you need to for flying. You're gonna take the nut and tighten it down. These ones, you're either gonna have to use a socket or a C-wrench to tighten down. An impact driver is gonna be too big. Make sure these are super tight and make sure they don't slip or move, because this is the point for flying. Drop it in. Always install these from the back so you can see what you're physically doing. Of course, always before you fly anything, talk to your tech director, see about the certifications for rigging that you may have at your theater or state or school before you just start hooking up stuff to your fly system and start flying it. Now we are going to use the wheel kits, spin the flat around. Okay, and now we're gonna show how to put the trim on. So the top piece, just climb up. All the trim has carbon steel through it, glued and screwed on so it will not come off. Each magnet is 16 pounds pull strength. Just snap it on and slide it into place. And then put the top of the door. Move the ladder out of the way. And then to remove the trim, it looks like you can just pull it straight on, but you want to pull at an angle with your fingertips and kind of roll it to really get it off. And that goes with all the trim. And the flats do not ship with the trim on it. They do ship with the magnets on it. The trim will be on top of the boxes and their own box. So once you unbox it, put the wheel kit on or leg supports, make sure it's stable, then put the trim on.